So I believe we're back up live here. We're getting set for the opening kickoff. Tigers won the toss. They deferred. Sorry, we have no producer tonight, so I'm doing the production as well as play-by-play, and when I'm on the field, if something went wacky, nobody knew about it. So I apologize for that. We're a little understaffed here tonight, but we're back up in time here to bring you the kickoff. And with that understaffing issue that we have here tonight, we probably won't have quite so many replays as we normally get. So Tigers will kick off. We'll get set to go. And Nagy's into it. Taken by one of the upbacks. Out to about the 32-yard line, so that's where the Tigers will go on defense.
Yeah, Coach, we talked about how Gardiner's improved every week, and their defense has created some opportunities for them down the stretch here.
Well, they certainly have been off to a really good start here. 3-1 start for the Tigers, and a lot of people didn't foresee that coming. Of course, the scheduling has helped out. We've talked about that a few times. But at quarterback here for Nokomis, be Logan Washburn. This is a team that likes to run the ball, Jimmy. And they come out in two tights, and they will run, and the Tigers will swarm to the attack and throw them for a 5-yard loss. 2-2 on the season for the Warriors.
Good job by the forcing unit there. They were in the backfield before the running back could make a move.
We did record as backup the Burgess Award ceremony on the camera, so we do have that. If that did not go out, I don't know. When I came back up, everything was frozen, so I'm not sure. Maybe people at home can let me know, did the Burgess Award ceremony go out? And if so, that's good. If not, we'll get it up. Quarterback sneak, they saw something inside, and pretty good push there on second down, about 5 yards, went Logan Washburn. Want to give a shout out to Ronnie Moody. Ronnie recovering from bypass surgery. Talked to Jeannie the other day down Hannaford. He should be able to be up and about watching the game here tonight. So, Ronnie, if you're watching, get well soon.
Nokomis has some pretty good size up front.
Yeah, they want to run the ball, Jim. That's their bread and butter. But they're in a pass situation here. They'll toss it left side. And going to be close to a first down. That was Rowell with the carry, Landon Rowell off the left side. So it's 4th and 1.
Looks like they're going to go for it.
Tigers will have to be aware of hard count plays. It's 4th and less than a yard, really, Jimmy. Looking across there where the chains are. So Washburn brings him up. He wants to run the sneak. He does. Tigers will push him back, but that spot will give him the first down just over the line.
Yeah, it looked like the quarterback there hesitated a little bit on the snap and was trying to find an opening instead of just going forward. One of the things you don't see in high school football as much now is quarterback under center. So Washburn's been taking all the snaps under center here, which is kind of a rarity now in high school football.
Yeah, they're kind of an old school team. They will come out with slot formation coming out here the near side. Jeff Carr, number 5, the wide receiver, in a slot set. Guard trap up inside. They get a hole and moving the ball well there, 4 or 5 yard on first down. So this is old school style football, Jimmy. It's what we used to see back in the days with you guys when you guys played for us, and then later on when you guys took over the coaching here. The little wing T action, little I action.
Yeah, we used to always talk about 3 yards in a cloud of dust, and we can't even talk about that tonight because
no dust. Double tights flanker here, unbalanced, I believe, inside. Up the middle, some running room. And Tigers get blown off the ball. This is the strength of Nokomis. It's their offensive line. They've got a veteran offensive line. They've got some big guys inside.
Yeah.
One of the guys to look is Simon Chadbourne, the senior offensive and defensive lineman. They like to run in behind him.
They do have good size up front, but they also look athletic. You know, sometimes you can just get some big guys up front, but their linemen look like they're athletes too.
Of course, Tigers have been playing spread teams well. Tried to take it to the edge that time, and Rowell got shut down. Zach Christian came up from his linebacker position to put the clamps on that one for a negative play. Tigers have had a really good percentage of negative plays on the season, Jimmy. They really seem to be able to do that well.
Yeah, and that usually puts the opponents behind the sticks a little bit. You know, like here, they're in the second and long, and puts them into probably a little bit different offensive mindset.
Rowell, the running back. Washburn, the quarterback. Toss left side. Tigers, somebody there right away on the shoestring tackle of Rowell. I think it was Chadwick. Owen Chadwick came in and made a shoestring tackle. Bring up a 3rd and 9 now, and we may see our first pass of the game. We are tied into the game clock here, 7:13 moving clock here from Hokefield and Gardiner. First possession of the game. Tigers won the toss, deferred.
Looks like Nokomis isn't blocking that outside guy, and Gardner's doing a good job of coming down the line instead of getting upfield. So if they can continue to do that, I think they'll be successful.
Taking a lot of time here and still trying to figure out who's going where, as Jeff Carr's going to come over here to the near side. And
they had to burn a timeout.
Yeah, they had to take a timeout as clock was ticking down, so we've got a chance to get our breath here. Introduce the crew to you here tonight. Rob Munzing on the play-by-play in production. Andy Munzing running our camera. Jimmy Palmer doing our color analyst role. Boy, we had a lot of comments on the game last week, Jimmy. What an exciting game that was. Back and forth we went, and I put the highlight of the return up.
Yeah.
And, oh, boy, we got a lot of comments on that game last week, and it was a really fun one to do.
It was. We were talking about before the game about how just about everything that could happen in a football game happened with onside kicks, inadvertent whistle, 101-yard interception return, a lot of different things.
Well, we welcome everybody aboard here tonight. This is youth football night, so we got a lot of little charges around on the youth football side, as well as the youth cheerleaders here tonight. Lots of kids out there. Want to congratulate Dan Burgess, the architect of the youth program. He's this year's winner of the John Burgess Whatever It Takes Award.
It was nice to see him go shake the hands of all the players.
Yes, that was cool. 3rd down and 9. Slot formation near side. Washburn. His first pass, he throws in the flat and incomplete. Tigers had pressure and they had coverage, so we'll see how Nokomis is feeling it here tonight with the ball into Gardiner Tiger territory, about the 41.5-yard line, 42-yard line, we'll call it. They're going to choose to punt. Tigers will send Braden Elliott. We saw in our last home game here, Braden with a great return.
We learned last week how important special teams are, with kickoff returns and punt returns.
Punt skied, and it's going to go out of bounds. So that one kind of went up to shoot on Ryan Robichaud, the punter for the Nokomis Warriors, and Tigers will get their first offensive threat here going, as they will come out 1st and 10. At the 27-yard line. Well, the Tigers, they'll flip the script. They want to throw the ball first, run it second, and a lot of times the runs come from the multi-talented Chase Burgess at quarterback. As I've said a few times, he's aptly named Chase because teams have spent a lot of time doing that against him. He wants to throw. He wants to go deep. That's going to be a fumble. It's down, and no, they say incomplete. Lucky break for the Tigers, although I do think they got on top of it.
Yeah, that defender came right from his blind side. I don't think Chase ever saw him coming.
Coming in there was, I think it's 51, Noah Holden from his linebacker position. Playing the outside backer. Well, defensive end. He's defensive end. I think they're playing a 50, Jimmy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's the right defensive end. He came in clean. They're tight in the secondary. Tigers are going to pitch it out here left, trying to get out there, get in the seam. Cut back, running room here, and Tigers are going to set themselves up. Third and about 1.
Yeah, good vision by Chadwick there to see the cutback.
Yeah, Chadwick started left. They got the block. He squared it up, put that left foot in the ground, and they say first down Tigers. Ball out to the 38-yard line. This is a tight secondary, and that's one of the things Coach Patrick Munsing talked about. He says, I think we get by these guys in the secondary. Yeah. Bunch receiver here near side for Burgess. Got Chadwick as his running back. Mishu come across in motion up the right side. Initial hole, but it closed quickly. Picks up about 3 yards for the Tigers. They'll have a second down and 7 yards to go. Glad you could all join us here on a beautiful Friday night from Hoke Field and Gardiner. Tigers 3-1. Nokomis 2-2.
Yeah, the defensive backs really aren't much more than 7 yards off the ball.
Safeties playing tight. Mishu will go to the right. Chadwick and a pistol behind Burgess. Tigers. Burgess has got it, but it's a mix-up and a loss. Back to the original line of scrimmage is going to lose 3. He turned, and whoever was supposed to be there wasn't there, or he turned the wrong way. Not sure what happened, but it's going to bring up a third down and 10 to go. This game appeared pretty even on paper. As we said, Nokomis 2-2, Tigers 3-1. No common opponents that I could find.
Oh, yeah.
This is a CB crossover game. Burgess got a 3rd and 10. They'll run it. Right up the gut, they got a burst and to the secondary. They saw something there on 3rd down that they went to, and Tigers up the gut for the first down.
Yeah, he had a good head of speed and hit the hole full speed and got into the secondary. Now, that's one of the things with the secondary being so tight is that leaves the opportunity to maybe bust a big one once they get through that level.
First down Tigers. They'll go right back to it off the right side. A couple of tough yards there.
Looked like somebody lost a helmet there.
Chadwick on the carry again. Let's see if I got the replay on this. Here it is. You just see it as Chadwick is going to burst through a big hole there on the right side, and that picks up the first down for the Tigers. Ball down to the 37-yard line. 47-yard line, I'm sorry. Second down, 9 to go. Tigers muddling up. They'll come up, trips near side. Dingwall in the slot. Mishu next to him. Burgess fakes it, takes it up inside himself, dances the outside, almost got away. Saving tackle there made that time by Roger Leonfort.
Good design there with the fake and then the counter action coming back across the left side.
If Leon Fort doesn't make that tackle, that's a big gainer. He's in the secondary untouched. 3:15 moving clock, as you see. No score here from Tiger Town. Friday night under the lights. 3rd and 7. Well, this is one of those tweeners, Jimmy. You pick it, you pick up 4 or 5, you might go for it on 4th down. Incomplete pass, you probably punt.
Yeah.
They want to toss it right side. They do. Do they get the corner? Yes, they do. They move the chains down the right side. It's Chadwick for a big gain inside the 30.
Had a really nice block on the edge there by Zach Kristen to free him up, and it was a long block. He had to hold that block for a good 3-4 seconds.
And keep it clean, Jimmy, too. That's the hard thing sometimes. You get defenders out there, they're turning their backs and all kinds of things going on, but that time Zach did a good job of maintaining his position.
Yeah, he locked on and kind of wheeled his back to the runner and gave him some space.
Well, Tigers have gone heavy on the run, haven't they? They'll go again, a little counter action left side, now trying to get the edge, and they do. And Chadwick is going to be wrestled down, but not till he's got another good game. So Chadwick, let's take a look at the previous play to that. I think I can bring that up. Jimmy, take a look at this one here. This is the one that they... Looks like the Tigers are wanting to get to the edge. It's just a little pitch play to the outside. There's that nice block by Zach Christian that you talked about right there, Jimmy.
Yeah.
Holding on to it and doing a really good job on it.
Good position. Tigers seem to like that quick pitch. I think we used to call that speed, but it's just open right to it, shovel it over, and let the running back see what's out there for room.
Not sure what the flag was. I was making a replay. It came back. It was holding on the Tigers, says Ari Andy Munsing. So Tigers with their holding penalty is going to make it 1st and 17, spot foul there. So probably 4 down territory here for the Tigers. Bunch set right side for Burgess. Hands it inside, no go. Coming in to make the play again, his second nice play of the game is Noah Holden. That was duty on the carry.
He's really quick off the ball. He gets a good first step when the ball snapped, and going to have to move your feet to block him.
So 2nd down. Might have lost a yard on that, or 2. Back to the 40-yard, 2nd and 20. See if they can get, Tigers get a chunk play here. Mishu's going to go far side. Chadwick's the running back. One-on-one coverage out there with Mishu. They like to sometimes hit him on the quick one, let him operate. Here comes the rush. Burgess is going to get sacked. Again, number 51, Noah Holden. They don't have any answer to the backside incoming on the protection. They've got to get the protection figured out here for the Tigers. Slide the protection back door. Somebody's got to block that backside end.
Yeah, he came free, and he is quick, so you're gonna have to get a body on him. A lot of times, even if you can just kind of chip him, get somebody to chip him, slow him down, and let the quarterback get outside the pocket. Well,
Tigers haven't faced many 50 fronts, and he's coming hard from the backside. Now, one of the ways to combat that is you screen back to his side, or you run a drag opposite back where he is.
Slow him down.
To try to slow that down. But he's just teeing off and getting a free run, and he's very quick. So Tigers, this might be what the Tigers want to look at here is how we're going to get the protection done here and keep it squared away.
He's so lined up so wide, you almost need a back to go block him.
So we want to thank Fowler's Roofing and Construction. Clyde's back from the hunt, so we've had some communication with Clyde. We're going to be working on getting his ad set and ready to go, so you'll be seeing that in future games here on Muncie Media. But we want to thank Fowler's Roofing and Construction for their help. And we didn't mention the Gardiner All Sports Boosters in the pregame because I was down on the field, but we want to thank them, and they want to send out thanks to everybody who participated in their very successful golf tournament last weekend. They raised money to help fund the scholarships and all that they do for the athletes here at Gardiner Area High School, and they had a great tournament, and they want to thank everybody for that.
Not many plays, Coach, for 3rd and 31.
No, I used to let you call that.
Guard trap.
Dingwell will come, and they'll throw a little stay pass and see if they can get a jailbreak, and they might.
Well, that works.
Oh, my God, dancing the outside, and still on his feet is Mishu, and he's going to make it 4th and interesting.
Yeah.
So Evan Mishu, as we said, I think I said that just in a previous play, they like to go to Mishu on the quick pass and let him use his athleticism and see if he can rock and roll out there, and he certainly did that time. So 3rd down, they might have found something here to do later. So 4th and 7, I think the Tigers might just let this go to the end of the quarter. It's been a fast-played first quarter, no score. And when the Tigers come back, they'll have 4th down, 7 to go when we come back to Hoke Field after this.
Coaches know you can't win a game without proper planning and execution. Let Gosline Retirement Planning coach you into a confident retirement. Here at Gosline Retirement, we provide that proper planning and help you utilize a step-by-step approach on all facets of your retirement planning. We provide guidance on income planning, wealth management, understanding taxation, Medicare and long-term care, and legacy and estate planning. We pride ourselves on working hard for those who have worked hard their entire lives. So, schedule your appointment today and let the team at Gosline Retirement Planning put together a retirement game plan.
We're back here. Tigers facing a 4th and 7. It was 3rd and 31. We let Coach Palmer call the play. Did a good job. Good call, Coach.
Screen is always a nice play on 3rd and long.
Well, this is sometimes where they like to go to the possession receiver, Zach Christian, as well, down the seam and try to hit him quickly. We'll see what they do here with the Tigers. They're down about the 32-yard line, so at least they didn't end up in a punt situation, which you thought may be happening.
So first quarter, Coach, I think each team only had the ball once.
Yes. 4th and 7.
I was wondering if they're going to hard count to get a little closer.
Yeah, well, this makes it a little more interesting, doesn't it? They went to hard count, well done, discipline, and Chadbourne jumped off sides. Now, we have to have officials' conferences on every single penalty. They call. What?
I didn't see that.
They called against the Tigers. Said he was drawn offsides. So now to be 4th and 12. Tigers.
Tigers have a player that's got to come off here.
An equipment issue maybe or something?
It almost looks like he might have a bloody nose.
Jason Deering. Jason will come off. Yeah, so he's going to get some attention. Jason, one of the good sophomore linemen. So 4th and 12 now for the Tigers. First play of the second quarter. Nokomis has been bringing pressure. And defense will have sudden change here. I'll tell you what happened is Deering's the center, Jimmy.
Oh, so new
So
guy
they put in the backup center. And the snap didn't get through, so.
That's a tough situation to be put into on 4th and long.
So the most valuable person on the Tiger sideline right now is athletic trainer Kaylee Bates.
Yeah.
She's got to get whatever's going on with Deering under control.
Ooh, Tigers bringing some pressure early here.
They fake it early. Up inside. Good 4 or 5 yard run by Rowell. Landon Rowell, the running back.
Yeah, some good surge by Nokomis there off the ball to get 5 yards on first down.
No score. We just started the second quarter. Glad you could join us here on Munzer Media. Some of you folks might have jumped on Munzer Media and said, what's this volleyball? Well, we're also doing Central Maine Community College volleyball tonight. Car comes out here, flanker near side, but they'll toss right side. Tigers will swarm to it. And that's just a beanbag going in the air. That was Bowden on the carry, Seth Bowden. Yeah, some people get nervous. They see those beanbags come out, and that's just to mark forward progress. So it's going to be 3rd down, about 5 to go here. Maybe a long 4. Perfect night to play football. 58 degrees, no wind. Perfect conditions. Nice crowds filtered in on youth night, and also we gave out the John Burgess Whatever It Takes Award pregame, and we gave that award to Dan Burgess, the architect of the youth program. 3rd down, 4 to go, they're calling it. And shotgun is Washburn. He's got a pistol set. He wants to throw. He's going to get under pressure and sacked right there. Tigers get a big sack and probably forcing a punt situation.
Yeah, that was Owen Chadwick there.
Chadwick came in from his outside linebacker position. We've seen Owen do that consistently during the season. He gets a tremendous jump on that. He's got really good first step burst, Jimmy, and he gets himself going very quickly. Hard to block, tough kid, makes the sack.
And sometimes you see on plays like that, they overrun it and lose their contain. And he did a good job breaking down, making sure that he had his feet under him and make a solid tackle there.
Nobody happier at home than the patriarch of the Chadwicks, Larry Sr., watching at home. Hi, Larry. Hope you're doing well, buddy. That one's going to be a nice high punt. Fair catch call for. Now get out of the way. It'll go out over the 30-yard line. Owen's great-grandfather, Larry, watching tonight.
Just looking at Nokomis up front, looks like they've got a lot of the same bodies up front on defense that they have on offense. Same numbers.
Yeah, they've got a lot of kids going both ways. They like to get there and play smash mouth football. Tigers 2 running backs here for Burgess. They want to run it up inside. Just tripped up was Chadwick from the pistol set. A couple of times Owen has really burst through there, and he just got tripped up there, and otherwise he was going to rip off one of those big gains. So, Andy, can you zoom in? I want to see his, no, not right now, but I want to check and see if Deering went back in the game, number 77 for the Tigers.
Yeah, he's still on the bench here, Coach, so they're still working on him.
So second down. Burgess wants to take it to the outside. He wants to cut it back. He does. Gets just about to the sticks. He's going to be a yard or so short on third down. The Tigers will have a third down about a long one.
Yeah, he had a lot of room initially.
They might measure. They'll bring the measurement in. Kyle Stilfen across the way, part of the Legends crew tonight. Kyle's going to come up, join us at halftime. Going to let his former coach call all his plays.
Yeah, he was.
Kyle was at quarterback, and you couldn't go too wrong when Kyle was at quarterback, Jimmy.
No.
I'll never forget in the state championship game, you came out a little bit like your old mentor, Coach Munzing, didn't you?
I want to talk about that.
Yeah, that was a great call. I almost jumped out of the bleachers.
Kyle and I had talked about it on Wednesday, and I said if the time, well, we'll tell the story halftime, but if the time's right, we'll look over to me and I'll give you the thumbs up, and it worked out.
So we got 3rd and 1, they're going to say, and really 3rd and inches. We'll see if Burgess goes up under center. We've seen him do that a few times. He's going to stay in shotgun, so you hope the snap is going to be sure. Both snaps so far in this sequence have been good. Chadwick on second effort, maybe.
Yes, one of the Nokomis defenders got to his legs early in the backfield there and slowed him up.
I think it's going to be 4th down. Nope, they're going to give it to him. They just got it on forward progress, so great job. Well, Chadwick says Grampy Larry's doing great, watching the game tonight. Grampy Larry, you know, I'm going to tell you that you don't have to do your wind sprints at halftime tonight. We're going to call them off. Former Gardiner Tigers. See Jared Baker's watching tonight. Jetty's watching. Cabin Masters starting a new year. We're so proud of all the great work that they have done. Boy, they're really, and they're doing it right. They're doing great stuff. First down for the Tigers. This is a strong run. Burgess gets the outside, downshifts, up over the inside to about the 45. They're going to say stepped out back at the 50-yard line. They keep coming back.
Looked like a nice block there by Evan Mishu on the edge to free him up around the corner.
So they came into the boundary on that. So it'll be 2nd down. Deering's coming back in, so Kaylee Bates needs to be congratulated. Those trainers are worth their weight in gold. So Tigers will go double wings to the far side, a strong run side that time. And Burgess being chased from the back, but he cuts to the outside, but they'll chase him down. They saw a lot of that last week, and as soon as Burgess started on that trek to the wide side of the field, they caught him from the back side. They just came through. It's going to bring up a third down in about 3 yards to go here for the Tigers. Maybe iffy two-down territory, so we'll see what they do. The pitch. The cut inside, back outside, slips a tackle. Chadwick.
Duty.
This is Duty. Howdy Duty time. Touchdown Tigers.
Yeah, they got some hands on him, but you got to get more than hands on him if you're going to bring him down.
So Duty goes, let's see, we're going to give him a 52-yard touchdown run. So over celebration or something?
I think I saw two players kind of jawing down the field.
Not sure what was going on here, but let's let them play football here, boys and girls. We'll stay right with it here after the extra point. So Tigers have found something on the edge, and they're blocking it very well. And the Tigers with Duty taking it to the house, and you miss Duty. And as we like to say, howdy Duty time. So you have a choice to take either the penalty on the kickoff or the extra point. So they're going to take it on the extra point. So this is going to set up a 35-yard extra point, Jimmy.
Yeah,
this will be a tester. And trying to get a little extra into it, not able to do it. And there's that man again. Noah Holden coming through to block it. So Tigers 6-0. So that personal foul really hurts the Tigers. Let's take a look. Let me give me a chance here, Jimmy. I've got to do a little production work now. See if we can make the replay here on the Duty touchdown run.
I think we'll see that he had a nice block to cut inside of it and then ran through some defenders.
So here it is, Jim. Take a look at it. Tigers are getting ready for the kickoff. You can see the Tigers got that bunch set here to the near side.
And Nokomis doesn't really respect
and Duty's heavy to that side. So it's a real heavy side for the Tigers. It's just going to be just a little quick pitch. We almost got off early there. Here comes Duty. Has to look back for the ball. Good block right there. There's one good block. And then right there, the little slip screen. And Duty's off. We're back live as we continue the replay, and hopefully nothing bad happens.
Now Duty makes the tackle.
Duty makes the tackle, so we're watching Duty here, and he's making the tackle on the kickoff. So.
And it looks like the Tigers might have the ball. They're saying they have it. No.
No, they're saying he was down.
He was down.
So how do you like that? Duty goes for the 52-yard touchdown run and makes a tackle on the kickoff. Huh?
Yeah, Tigers had some good blocking on that 52-yard run.
Yeah, we'll save that up for sure. And
one of the blocks I like to see is the defender wanted to go outside, and the Tiger blocker just let him go and pushed him outside, let him cut it inside.
Well, that's when you got to be ready as a running back. Even though they say sweep, be ready to square it up inside. They're coming off the right side. Tigers shifted that way as if they had scouted something, and Landon Rowell doesn't get much running room there on the right side for the Nokomis Warriors.
There's a flag over here on this side.
On the near side, right at about the 35-yard line. From that standpoint there, usually a offensive penalty, somebody lined up off sides or something like that. So they'll march it back here. Stay with us at halftime. The Chain Gang legend, Kyle Stilfen, will come up here at halftime. We'll have an interview with him. We'll take a look at the first half highlights. Hear from all our great sponsors. It'll be youth football night, so we'll show you all the little kids out running around here tonight, which is great stuff. 5:39, moving clock. It's first down and 20 now. So that must have been a holding penalty, Jimmy, to move them back 10.
He did indicate holding.
Motion, almost forwards. They came in motion to cross the formation, run a quarterback sneak. So that was the quarterback, Logan Washburn. Tigers. I think the Tigers will give him quarterback sneak on 1st and 20.
Yeah.
Nokomis 0 for 1 in the passing game so far. They come as advertised, a pound and ground you out type team. Washburn up under center where he has spent most of the time. He's got dual receivers both sides here. And he wants to throw back to pass. Launches it. He's got time. Tigers there and almost picked, but it ended up being a good defensive play by the wide receiver, Seth Bowden, who knocked the ball down as the Tigers looked like they were primed to maybe pick that one off.
Yeah, he definitely looked like the defender on that play. Did a nice job getting his hand on the ball.
Well, Tigers, good athletes in the secondary. They've been ball hawking all year. Third down and 20, 4:45 stop clock here. Tigers could get some good field position. They can force the third punt of the game by the Warriors. Washburn, he wants to run now. He's going to toss it out in the flat. One hops it there and complete. Wasn't going to go for much anyway as Tigers were responding pretty quickly out there to the flat. And Seth Bowden, if he'd caught it, wasn't going very far. So we're going to get a punt situation on 4th and 18. So Tigers, having scored their last possession, could get some decent field position.
Yeah.
They'll put the sophomore Braden Elliott back deep.
Plenty of time left in the half to put a drive together and try to get a second score.
Snaps good, punts up and good, good punter. Elliott, fair catch, nicely done.
Yeah, we talked about that last week, Coach. You know, catching that ball is so important because that one probably was going to roll 10 to 15 yards more if it hit the ground. So good job by the Tigers of catching it, fair catching it. And
yep, good high punt by Robichaud. He's punted 3 times here tonight. First one was a little short, and the last 2 really good. Tigers will have 1st and 10.
Yeah, I was going to say he's probably the best punter I've seen this year. Yeah, he gets it up there, gets it to turn over a little bit.
So Tigers, they'll come out with the double wing formation tight here to the near side. That's usually quarterback run. Trying to get the edge. Burgess has got the edge. Gonna slip it out over midfield. He'll step out of bounds on the Nokomis side. So Tigers have said, you know what? We're going to use our speed, and we're going to go on the edges. Although they've had some success.
And they seem to be running away from Holden a little bit because he had some nice plays in the first quarter.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Tigers. Bunt set near far side. Single receiver near sides. Davison for Chase Burgess. Burgess. They'll toss it left side. This is Chadwick. Squares it up inside. Chadwick at the second level gets slung back, but not before he picks up about 7 yards on the carry. Owen Chadwick.
Yeah, I think the Tigers have found something outside there, Coach. I'm not sure Nokomis is respecting the bunch and getting enough people out there.
Yeah, you got to match up personnel, and Tigers are having good success running to the bunch, or they'll put tight end, 2 wings out, quarterback heavy run with the student body out in front. Burgess will empty it out now, so he's got wide receivers both sides and a bunch inside. And he wants to throw. He does, on the seam, incomplete. That's the one there.
Yeah, Coach B's wife just came in.
So 2nd down, 3 to go.
That's the luxury of picking up 7 on 1st down is you have
3rd and 3 now.
A lot in your pocket to use on 2nd down.
Yeah, 2 down territory likely here for the Tigers. They're at the 41-yard line, so. Third down and 3. 2 backs here. Chadwick back in the pistol. He's going to get it with a lead block up inside and bounces it to the outside. Or is it Duty? It's Duty.
No,
and out of bounds.
That was Chadwick there.
It was Chadwick, okay.
He did a good job coming back across, and the Tigers held their blocks.
Again, I apologize. These Gardiner Tiger numbers, just, I can't see them.
Brady Davidson had a, not necessarily expecting the play to go his way, but did a good job continuing to block throughout the play so that Chadwick could pick up extra yardage there.
14 down to the 14-yard line, 1st and 10 Tigers. Tigers, 1 on the board. They're looking. They're in the red zone now. 2 running backs here for Chase Burgess. Chadwick right side. Might have been able to square that one up, bounce it to the outside. Let's take a look at the previous one. This is the one you're talking about here as the Tigers. You never know. Keep blocking. And Tigers do a good job. Sometimes you get blocks in the back there. It was Davison did a beautiful job. You mentioned that, Jimmy. Yeah. Just screening. It's like a basketball play. A basketball player making a basketball play right there, Brady Davison.
Yeah, you really just need to get in the way so that you wall them off.
2nd down, 5 to go. 2:12, moving clock. Burgess wants to keep it. He's got blockers. Goes inside, gets wrestled down, but not before he's inside the 5-yard line.
Yeah, Burgess showed some good patience there, waiting for his blockers to get ahead of him and lead him up through the hole.
Jacob Cody with the tackle from his linebacker position, but Tigers 1st and goal at the 5. At the 2, they're inside the 5. They're down at the, a lot of lines out there now. Down at the 2. See if they keep it with Burgess. He's going to give it off left side. He does. He keeps it. Did a good job ducking under. And going to be inside the 1-yard line. Cody makes a tackle again. This is going to be 3rd down and a foot or so.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with taking some time here because we're almost at the end of the half and leave not very much time for Nokomis if they get the ball back.
2nd down and 1, inside the 1. Burgess got a running back left side. Cross motion. They run it off the right side into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Owen Chadwick, a 1-yard touchdown run for the Tigers. That was a methodical drive. The big run by Chadwick is when he started off to the left side, Jimmy, as you said, Brady Davison. The screen block as Chadwick squirted out of traffic and came back in, and that set the Tigers up in good shape. And he'll punch it in from the 1-yard line. Now the Tigers, as they should, will go for 2. Bunch set right side. Burgess. The toss. And slamming it home for the 2-point conversion. Good. And that's Duty on the 2-point conversion.
Duty kind of had to wait for the toss to get to him.
I know, yes.
Standing still, and then he got it and picked his feet up and went straight ahead.
So the 2-point conversion is good. That gives the Tigers the 14-0 lead. So we'll take a break. We'll come back. Kickoff coming up when we come back after this.
Elliott Office Products is a family-owned business that has been around since 1985. Grampy Charlie started the business as a service technician, and it has evolved into a full-servicing printing company. From simple copies to full logo design, we offer it all under one roof. Located in Farmingdale, Maine, we are at the heart of many different communities. We love assisting new and existing customers with any of their printing needs. Stop by, call, email, or send us a message on Facebook. We would love to help.
Rob Munzing, Jimmy Palmer, Andy Munzing on our camera. Kevin Brown, executive producer tonight, just made him that. My nephew Kevin and brother Gary came up from Massachusetts for the game tonight. They picked a nice night to come. Tigers will kick it down. Pretty smart there not to give up the return. And coming up inside is Marcus Ballard. He'll get a few yards here. And Nokomis, who hasn't thrown the ball for a completion tonight, will have a semi-long field with 49.9 seconds left to go.
Yeah, as you mentioned, Coach, they're not built to score quickly, so they like their long drives. And
it's like back when you used your 2-minute drill, Jimmy, was Alonzo Corner running the ball.
yeah, he'd just say, keep giving it to me.
I saw Alonzo tonight. He's on the coaching staff. Just got a promotion to sergeant in the Gardiner Police Department. Here come the Tigers. Washburn in trouble, and he's going to get sacked. Could have been a multitude of players there. Tigers just crashed defensively, and Duty came in from his inside position. You know, Kyle is a nice story. Plays inside at what, 155 pounds or whatever he is. Flash Duty. I mean, he's just so quick. You wonder where he went. He plays inside, and even those big guys inside that get him by lots of pounds are just not able to get a piece of him regularly. And he does a tremendous job of pressuring quarterbacks and getting sacks. And as a wrestler, we've told you a lot of times, he's got great hands.
Yeah.
He grapples onto you, you're going down.
Yeah. He's got that low center of gravity. It looks like it's hard to get to his body. He does a good job of getting off blocks. And then, like you mentioned, he's athletic and quick. So
Jimmy likes those low center of gravity guys. Huh?
Something about it.
Jimmy Palmer, great player for us. My first captain of the 1986 season when I took over.
I was talking to
you and Matt Burgess and
yeah.
Charlie Kelly, my first captains. I'll never forget it. Great guys and still around. We saw Matt out with his dad earlier tonight with the award, and fantastic.
Andy and I were talking about that in the pregame, and I was telling him about the big fog game that we had for the playoff game that year.
Yes. Yeah, that wasn't good.
No.
Washburn, they hold it, go up inside in a guard trap. Tigers giving them that and playing pass defense, I think. So they ran a little guard trap up inside in a pass situation. See if they could pick up the first down. Ahern came over and made the tackle from the secondary here tonight. Coach Scotty Curtis watching tonight. Hi, Scott. Good to have you on board with us. Scott, one of our great offensive tackles, went on to a great coaching career at Brunswick High School back when they were like winning games.
Yeah, by the handfuls.
By the fistful for sure. And won a state championship there as an assistant coach. Good to see Brunswick bouncing back a little bit. And some of the teams that have been down a little bit have risen back up and are having good seasons. The Tigers are poised to possibly, I didn't realize it, Jimmy, possibly, we haven't had a winning season in 11 years.
Really?
Yes.
It does go in cycles. But,
yeah, it does. 3rd and 3. Let's see what Nokomis wants to do. They want to run near side, and no. Chadwick came in again, and Owen is just such a great two-way player and a sophomore.
Wow.
He's a sophomore. Outstanding potential. If you missed it last week, it's up online. From 2 weeks ago, I'm sorry, when we did the last Chain Gang Legend. It was a situation where We had Larry Chadwick come on. Talk about the generations of Chadwicks who have played for the Tigers all the way back to the 60s.
Yeah.
Owen's the latest. Youth football will be out there, the future of Gardiner Tiger football.
Yeah, I like what you said earlier, Coach. I think when you're down on the field, youth, to be a successful program, you have to get involved with the youth. And you've got to have good people that you trust down there and make sure that they're having fun so they come back.
So Tigers managed those timeouts well. Let's see what they want to do here. They 18 seconds left. Do they want to try to field the punt? Do they have a reverse or something? Ryan Robichaux's done a good job punting. They're going to go for the block here on 4th and 7. They're not playing back very deep. They'll get a return. Coming near side. Can they get to the outside? This is... Oh, we got flags coming out left and right here as Braden Elliott's going to end up with a nice run, but it's going to come back. Elliott gets slung down.
The flags are coming out like T-shirts out of that cannon.
Yeah,
earlier.
I thought it was the cannon guy shooting out flags.
That's what happens. That happens a lot though when a runner decides to change direction. You think you have a guy blocked, and then he turns, and you end up getting him in the back.
Well, Tigers will have 1 second, and
but maybe we'll see that screen again.
I don't know. Your defense is pitching a shutout. You're up 14-0.
You get the ball in the second half.
Get the ball in the second half. Why invite trouble? Take a knee. Nobody likes to be more adventurous than me, in coaching, but there are times when discretion is the better part of valor, And
yeah, I mean, if you've got it at the 50 or on the other side of the 50, maybe take a chance, but they're getting pinned back a little bit here because of those holds.
Well, yeah, what you don't want, you go back to passive, get good pressure a few times, you go back and the guy strips you and picks it up, scoop and go, and it's 14-7. So.
Back to a one-score game.
Yeah. So they're going to heave it. And Burgess will keep it. And good run, but smartly played and good finish tackle again by Noah Holden, who's been in on a slew of tackles here tonight. Well, Gardiner Tigers, they scored twice. They get a 52-yard touchdown run by Duty, a 1-yard touchdown run by Chadwick, a 2-point conversion by Duty, and that's where we stand, 14-0. We'll take a break. We'll come back. It's youth football halftime. Let's see. No, it's not extended halftime, still 15 minutes. And we'll get set for our interview here as Jimmy will talk to Kyle Stilfen of the Legends crew here tonight. So all that coming up here on Munzing Media.
The Hutchinson Family Sports Foundation is proud to support Munzing Media's production of live streaming high school sports. We recognize the hard work and dedication of Maine's high school student athletes, and we applaud Munzing Media's pioneering live streaming efforts. The Hutchinson Family Sports Foundation.
Since 1892. And it changes the game, 35-26. This has been a wacko affair.
Yeah.
Hi, my name is Shayna Everson, and I'm with Atlantic Youth Sports, Inc. As a nonprofit athletic program, we strive to develop young people into successful athletes and leaders by focusing on 3 values: confidence, teamwork, and respect. Our programs include basketball, lacrosse, softball, and volleyball. Our vision is continuing to build for the community as we have grown to 10+ teams with 3 other athletic programs and having an opportunity to build a home. And because of your support, we have an outdoor court in West Gardiner. Thank you to our volunteers, athletes, and coaches who put in the dedication to create our home.
waste valuable time and gasoline traveling around when you can enjoy one-stop shopping at Goggins IGA in Randolph. Goggins is locally owned by people you know and trust at the heart of our community. Goggins offers the convenience of one-stop shopping, in-store banking, a large selection of liquors and wines, and a full-service pharmacy. At Goggins IGA, you're in, you're out, you're home. At Randolph Hardware, our game plan is simple. We offer way more than just hardware, but it all starts with a promise. We have what you need and always with a smile. We have a huge selection of paint, plumbing, electrical, and gardening supplies to help you complete simple projects to major home renovations. We also offer a rental center, factory authorized power equipment repair, and the best tool selection around. So stop in today and let the Randolph Hardware team help make your project a winner.
Coaches and athletes know that teamwork is the key to success. At the Gosline Insurance Group, our team is comprised of knowledgeable, enthusiastic, and dedicated agency personnel who are committed to keeping our clients informed and protected. Featuring 9 agencies throughout the area, the Gosline Insurance Group is the largest locally owned independent agency group in Central Maine. As a trusted choice agent, we are dedicated to you and are committed to treating you as a person and not as a policy. This commitment means we will work for you and not the insurance company. So call us today and let our team put you on the path to success.
Started by the Corliss family in Pittston in 2019, Corliss Gravel Pit offers some of Kennebec County's highest quality gravel products. Located just south of the old Cedar Grove Road, on the right off Route 27, we are committed to providing outstanding products at a fair price. We offer a variety of products for all of your needs. At Corliss Gravel Pit, our loader is always ready and on site. Local deliveries on larger quantities are always available. And we offer discounts on large quantities.
When you choose a financial institution to entrust your hard-earned money to, bigger is not necessarily better. Will you be noticed? Will you be heard? At Gardiner Federal Credit Union, our members aren't account numbers, they're our friends and neighbors. Each member has a vote, a voice. What matters to you matters to us. Lending decisions are based not solely on your credit score, but on who you truly are. We work diligently to end hunger. We volunteer in our local schools and throughout the community supporting neighborhood events. We are local people making local decisions, investing in our members and giving back to our communities. Gardiner Federal Credit Union, where your money has a voice.
At our firm, we have the client and only the client in mind. Our mission is to get to know and understand your needs, wants, and long-term goals. We want to help you develop, implement, and monitor a strategy that's designed to address your individual situation. We understand the challenges families face today. From managing debt to saving for college to retirement, these personal finance challenges can be overwhelming. Our commitment is to utilize all of our resources to help you pursue your goals. We believe in thinking out of the box, and we are not afraid to challenge conventional wisdom in our approach to financial services and preserving wealth. All of our energy, commitment, and efforts are focused on you, the client, and your satisfaction.
You can hold it if you want. You can have her answer the questions if you want.
Yeah, we apologize. We didn't get audio on that. Kyle still. We're going to bring Kyle back on quickly.
Yeah, we'll ask Kyle just a couple of quick questions that we had asked previously. What was one of your favorite football memories here, Kyle?
2006 regular season game against Winslow. We were underdogs that year, and it was my junior class that won the state championship. But we had a lot of great football players in the senior class as well, and to get them a win against Winslow, who went on to win a state championship that year, was a big win for us and built on to the next year.
Those games with Winslow were always battles, so I can see where that would be a fond memory of yours. How about baseball? What was one of your favorite baseball memories here at Gardiner?
Baseball would be up at Mansfield Stadium. We played Old Town, the Eastern Maine game, and hit a walk-off to bring us to the state championship game. I was on deck behind Forrest Chadwick, and I knew if they walked him, I was swinging with all I had.
Yeah. No, that's my favorite memory of your baseball years too. And I was talking earlier that the minute you got up to the plate there, and we were up 6-0, and we were past the 5th inning, so a home run was going to end the game for us, and you swung the bat, and it was instantaneously one of the furthest balls I've ever seen hit. But yeah, that was a fun one. Talk a little bit about the Gardiner community and being raised here and participating in youth sports here, and what you had for accomplishments.
Yeah, starting young, we had a great group of guys together. Basketball-wise, Pat McNally was a coach. We had Sean McNally, Pete Kelly, Devin Brown, Ross Gorham. We were all playing together as first and second graders, and we played right on through. And then with my class, we had Nick Jamison and Brad Carlton, Nick Whitmore, all those guys. We were always together, always playing, whether it was in a youth league or on a field in a pickup game.
A wiffle ball game somewhere?
A lot of wiffle ball games went on.
Yeah. No, it was Gardiner's a special community to grow up in, and there's so much support here, and I think that's why we have such a return of players to coach. Like I saw your brothers down there coaching a team. We talked a little bit about you maybe coaching your kids as they come up through.
Yeah.
But it's a special place to play and a special place to be a part of. Trying to think of so. Talk about the football state game a little bit, and the pick six that you had against Mountain Valley there.
The state game was one we were pretty hyped up for. We kind of went into the year looking forward to that one. Not to overlook everything else, but we had a pretty good team, and our Coach Brown had us prepared on defense, and once I saw the formation, I kind of knew what was coming, and just made a play and got lucky.
Yeah, I don't think it was lucky, but I don't know. Do we have time for one more question, Coach? Talk about the first play of the game of the state game. We talked about that a little bit.
Yeah, the first play of the game was something we put in earlier in the week. Coach Palmer had said if we got the right situation, we'd run it. We got into the right situation, and we hit one with Forrest Chadwick down to the 2. And it kind of set up the rest of the game.
Yeah, I think you had mentioned during the week swapping Forrest and maybe Mike LaValle. I can't remember which end it was, but running one of them on a different route. And sure enough, it was there, and we ran it and set us up for a good score for the first score of the game. So I think that's probably all we have time for. But thank you, Kyle, for coming in today, and thank you for doing what you do on the chain gang. And hopefully we'll see you coaching out here.
Yeah, thank you for having me back.
Well, thank you, Kyle. Glad we figured that out. The dumb guy up here that used to have right here turned the volume down, and then I had to back out of the way. We're squeezed up here, and we got nobody running production tonight, and we're winging it, and that's what happens. So that one's going to be popped up, and I believe fair catch was called. Well done.
Yeah, let's get together. I'll message you on Facebook.
woke up, so
Yeah, sounds good.
So Tigers, first possession here of the second half, leading it 14-0. We've got a 52-yard touchdown run by Kyle Duty, a 1-yard touchdown run by Chadwick, and then Kyle Duty with the 2-point conversion. Tigers right up the gut. They got running room there. First down play. Good looking play. Still on his feet is Chadwick. He's going to be out to about 7 or 8 yards on first down.
Yeah, big hole there. Well, probably what we'll see here, Coach, is maybe some adjustments. You know, at halftime, you talk about what you saw in the first half and see if you can make some adjustments.
Onegi is in at quarterback. That's a major adjustment right there for the Tigers.
I did see Chase get up a little gingerly after that first half run.
Into the secondary is Duty at the 20, 10, 5. Touchdown Tigers, no flags.
I think that's Chadwick.
Is it
there,
Chadwick?
Coach.
Okay. Get new uniforms, I can see the numbers, huh?
Yeah, boy, if you're going to play Gardiner football, you've got to be able to tackle with two hands, and because the Tiger runners don't go down with just one arm. And they've had a really good balanced attack tonight with Duty and Chadwick. We haven't heard Evan Mishu's name too much, but he's a weapon as well.
So they'll kick the extra point with Nagy. And he'll drill it up and good. So we'll stay right here. We'll take a look at that touchdown run. Tigers were just inside the 40, 58-yard touchdown run. And here it is. Chadwick takes it off the left side into the secondary right there untouched. And now he's got a different speed. Turns on the burners there at the 30. And there's no catching Owen Chadwick. Good blocking by the Tigers' offensive line to set that up. And Chadwick to the house. 58 yards.
No, we talked about this last week, Coach, and I think, you know, it's so important. Tigers scored on their last possession of the first half
Yes.
and their first possession of the second half, and it's so important.
So Tigers have opened it up to 21-0. Yeah, so we're going to do a little exploring down there on the sideline. See if you see number 33, Jimmy. Tigers are going to bounce one up and try the onside kick that they got caught with last week. And Nokomis does a good job coming up with it. Cleanly was Adam Ferrio. So we're looking, Jimmy's looking at the sideline to see if Chase Burgess has come out for the second half.
Yeah.
No, he's playing defense, okay.
That came from the executive producer.
Yeah, executive producer Kevin Brown. My spotter. That's what I need. I need Kevin to spot me. He's not colorblind like me, so he can see the orange on the black. And Washburn, guard trap up inside and pounding for a couple of tough yards is Seth Bowden, the running back.
Yeah, one of the downfalls of, you know, an offense like Nokomis is it's not a get back in the game type offense. If you're not able to throw the ball,
Yeah.
You're playing catch up, and takes a lot of time off to put a score up.
And we thought Tigers would be airing it out tonight, Jimmy. They have been slashing on their ground game today. They've got penetration and forcing unit steps right up. Nothing there that time for Bowden. Catpack steps it up. I think Duty was the first guy through.
Yeah, and Lee Warren was there as well, I believe.
Speaking of Warren, we got the Warren Walkers. They're going through the game plan tonight down at Bateau Landing. And if they survive that, they will be walking tomorrow at the park. Benefit the ALS in memory of the great Art Warren. Can still make a contribution. Check out Brett or Barry's Facebook page, and they get a link right there. I'm going to do that when I go home tonight. 3rd and 7. Washburn wants to throw. He wants to screen, but he turned around for the screen, and he's in trouble. Tigers will spin him down. There was a multitude of black jerseys there. That swarming, fast Gardiner Tiger defense.
Yeah, it looked like Warren again was the first one in. And then Elijah Ferris kind of cleaned it up.
Yeah, Elijah came up from the backside, made the tackle there. Tigers will put Braden Elliott back D. Brobershow into punt for the 4th time tonight. On 4th and 14. Tigers are trying to get somebody off so they don't get penalized, so they get that done. Elliott had a good return last time as he danced and weaved, but they got called back. He's got a line drive here. See if he gets a bounce that he can handle. He wisely gets out of the way. Not much of a roll there, just inside the 30-yard line. Tigers will start at the 29-yard line. Tigers have been a little methodical here tonight, as we said, more on the ground, and it will be at quarterback for the Gardiner Tigers, Asher Nagy, the sophomore, transferred in from North Yarmouth Academy this year. They're tickled to have him. Boy, what a difference he has made in the kick game for the Tigers this year. His extra points are almost perfect. Again, Tigers with a slashing run up the middle again.
That's Duty.
That is Duty, and he's going to be down on over the 40 to about the 37-yard line. Well, Duty on the take that time.
Yeah, so we talked about halftime adjustments. Gardiner's using the inside here, where in the first half they were outside a lot, but good surge by the O-line. There's good-sized holes for those backs to run through.
Yeah, they're going untouched at second level, and both these kids, Chadwick and Duty, are quick, and they get untouched at second level. Duty almost lost the ball. A flag came flying in, but we'll take a look at the previous play here. Now we got a shot right here. Look at that hole. Duty's to the second level untouched. That's a recipe for defensive disaster. Big run by Duty. Flag on that previous play, so to come back. That one looked disjointed from the get-go, Jimmy.
Yeah. Didn't look like he got the handoff to Duty really clean, and he had to reach back for it. Must have been a hold in there somewhere, too.
Mishu and part of the bunch set to the top of the screen. They like to get him the ball out in space and let him create. They won't. They run the pitch. Duty's got it again. He's out. Gets a lot of that yardage back. He's almost back to the original line of scrimmage on that first down carry, so it's going to bring up a second down for the Tigers, but they got half of it back.
Yeah, I've been trying to think of who Duty reminds me of, Coach, and I finally got it. Sean Lee.
Sean Lee,
Yeah.
yes, that's a good one. Yeah, played with Andy, played on a 97-98 championship team. Yes, yeah. Yeah, Sean ran the ball like a pinball. I used to say the pinball run right there by Sean. They bouncing off everybody. Tigers again, they're getting a good push up front. Let's credit some of the guys along the offensive line here tonight. We talked about Jason Daring, the sophomore center, who went out, came back in. Maybe Andy give us a little zoom on that, Andy, down inside those big guys inside. You see 77 Daring. Griffin Richards, number 74, looking at his wristband, saying, okay, let's keep pounding it at these guys. Turtelot's a left tackle. He's a sophomore. This is a young offensive line, Jimmy. And
yeah.
They're starting to create some North and south stuff. Nagy, quick pass to the outside, and that's that little, we call it a
bubble screen.
basically a run to the outside
Yeah.
on the quick pass.
Yeah.
You know, it turns into a sweep in a way. Get the ball out quickly in space.
He almost
Not
spun
sure who
himself
they
to
got it
first
out
down.
there to. Had to see across the way there. So Chase Burgess getting a little time off from offense, and I think this is smart for the Tiger coaching staff, is to get Nagy in there, get him in with the first stringers, and get him some game competition if you ever need him.
Yeah.
Tigers leaning there. They were leaning from the backfield.
Oh, they called it on the defense there.
They called it on the defense, and well, we thought one of those went the other way the other night.
Yeah.
So I guess we'll take it, right? Not the other night, the other half here. So that'll give the Tigers a first down on that. 21-0. Tigers led 14-0 at the half, and Chadwick ripped off a 58-yard touchdown run on the first possession, one of the first plays of the second half. Extra point good, 21-0. Tigers marching again inside the 25. Chadwick bangs it. He's going to get pushed backwards. Yeah, what I like about all the Tiger backs, there's no hesitation.
No.
You know, they're not doing Fred Astaire moves. They're not dancing around or
Yeah,
anything.
they're not dancing back there.
They're getting downhill right now, and you've seen Duty do it. You see Chadwick do it. Evan Mishu runs like that. There's just no. They're not hesitating.
No, they attack the line of scrimmage, and they're really good slicers. They just kind of slide their way through the holes there.
Chadwick again, left side down, close to the first down marker. So you were saying one of the things, Jimmy, too, is with the Nokomis, a lot of their kids playing both ways,
Yeah.
playing a lot of snaps, and
Fatigue might be setting in here a little bit.
yeah, maybe a little bit, as the Tigers have found themselves up front, and this is probably the most sustained groundwork that we've seen the Tigers do all year.
Yeah.
As they mature, and it's what we absolutely suspected out of the Tigers. 3rd and 1. Nagy's been at the controls here in the second half. He's got a completion. That was read all the way, and run blitz blew that one up. Linwood Grover, the senior defensive lineman, came screaming through, so that's going to bring up a 4th down now. 4th and about 5 for the Tigers. So Nagy may have to go to the air here. You know who we haven't seen much tonight is Zach Kristen. I don't believe Zach's got a catch in this game.
Well, is
Braden Elliott in the game, number 4, as a wideout.
I don't remember a completion from the Tigers, just because they haven't thrown.
Yeah, they got one to miss you. Then they cut.
Oh, maybe.
One little stay pass.
Yeah, one of those stay passes. Yeah.
And here it is right here, and got it to the outside and snuffed under here by Nokomis, and they got it to Davison on the outside receiver screen. He came inside, got snuffed out. So congratulations to Dan Burgess. He is our John Burgess Whatever It Takes award winner for this year. Certainly want to thank him for all his work that he's done in Gardiner youth football and getting that up and going back when his kids started playing, and it was certainly a nice event that Coach Burgess was able to come and talk, and Coach couldn't get up in here to the press box. I mean, it's really a steep climb and not able to do it, but he spoke well on the field pregame. We've got that. I'm not sure it went out, but we did tape that, and we do have that, and I will be working on getting that out. Right side, and Tigers' run defense, after being a little bit bending and not breaking early in the game, have really been resolute here lately, Jimmy. They've stepped it up defensively.
Yeah. Well, when you talk about Dan Burgess there, Coach, you could hear Kyle at halftime talking about his youth coaches. So those kids remember those youth coaches.
Absolutely.
They have such an impact on them.
Andy was just talking about Pete Morrissey the other day, Coach Morrissey, and all the guys that worked with him. And, you know, you always have those fond memories of those gentlemen that gave up and were able to work with kids. That was almost fumbled. Washburn was lucky to get that handoff made and kind of blew up the play and not much here. But the Tigers were forcing that well anyway.
Yeah, it looked like the Tigers pre-snap squished everybody down inside, almost like a foot-to-foot defensive front.
Brian Robbins saying that he watched the Gardiner girls beat Lewiston tonight 4-2. I'm not sure what sport that's in, if it's soccer or field hockey. 3rd and 6. We'll be getting soccer on next week under pressure and just nowhere to throw it is. Tigers defensed it well, and I think it was Kyle Duty in on pressure here again for the Gardiner Tigers. Yeah, next game will be next week. We'll have Gardiner girls soccer on October 2nd. Anna Chadwick's going to join me for that, be the color analyst.
She continued her career at Thomas. Correct?
Yes, she did. She played both lacrosse and soccer. And now she's got Annie Chadwick Photography. She's actually doing some freelance work for the newspapers. She shot some Colby College games last week and some high school games. Her pictures are in the KJ. Fantastic. That's going to be scuffed off the left side. Tigers will clear, and it'll be out of bounds. Right down inside of the 50-yard line, Coach Patrick Munzing.
I think we jinxed their punt game there, Coach.
I know, he was doing well, yeah. Well, Tigers went with a little pressure there and threw the timing off. So Tigers, after coming off a drive where they didn't score, they had a 3rd and 1 that turned into a 4th and 5 and not able to pick it up. They'll be back on the Nokomis side of midfield, leading 21-0. Haven't had time to check any social media tonight. Kind of hamstrung that way doing the call in the production. Duty left side. He's trying to get to the outside. Kenny, you know, he's going to get wrestled down. Good defensive play that time. So if you had to play with the game for the Warriors so far, it would be Noah Holden, the linebacker, the junior linebacker, has done a fantastic job. Yeah, it was field hockey, Brian says. 4-1, Tigers in field hockey over Lewiston. So that was a step up for the Tigers, playing a Class A opponent. Good for them, and we'll be catching up with some Tiger field hockey action. We've got the Lawrence game. Lawrence, a great opponent, and we'll have that game for you here on Munzing Media coming up. Coach McNally will join me. Here comes student Buddy Wright. They're chasing it down from the backside and can't catch it. Rip and dip there and out of bounds. Good run.
Like Whalen on the carry there.
So Evan Whalen, the freshman, getting some play time here. And I like what Coach Munzing's doing, getting some of the younger kids in to play in this game with the first line players. So that was Whalen's first carry, and it's a good one. So we're going to wrap it up here for the quarter. 21-0. Gardiner Tigers with the lead. We'll step away. We'll come back. We'll have more from Hopefield and Gardiner when we return after these messages.
Yeah, because I saw the Levitt score, and I knew that.
Elliott Office Products is a family-owned business that has been around since 1985. Grampy Charlie started the business as a service technician, and it has evolved into a full-servicing printing company. From simple copies to full logo design, we offer it all under one roof. Located in Farmingdale, Maine, we are at the heart of many different communities. We love assisting new and existing customers with any of their printing needs. Stop by, call, email, or send us a message on Facebook. We would love to help.
Well, we got some scores coming in. Jimmy's been able to do it.
Yeah, it looks like we have Wells leading Poland 20-0. We have the Levitt Hornets beating Lawrence right now 40-18. Yeah, we have Oceanside 50 and Brewer scoreless. Big one is Thornton and Sanford. That looks like that's a good game. Thornton's 21 and Sanford's 14. So some good.
Yeah, that was going to be a good matchup. Sanford's good this year, and of course Thornton always is.
Yeah.
So Tigers still on his feet and finally flung down.
Looked like Whalen again.
It was Whalen again. Yeah, Sarah Hasty, Muncie Media correspondent in the field, is reporting that Scoops Stebbins has reported on Facebook that the Lady Tigers soccer team beat Levitt in overtime 4-3. Great game there. So good. It's homecoming. Is this homecoming weekend? No, I don't think so. Spirit weekend, I think it was at school.
Yeah, I think homecoming's next October 5th.
Yeah, now that I'm retired, every day for me is pajama day, Jimmy. That's what I do. 2nd and 10.
Ooh.
Downfield and under pressure and not able to get it away. And Tracker's man, Lenwood Grover, came in and with the pressure. So Tigers looking pretty good here today so far. Winning field hockey, winning soccer. How'd the men's boys soccer team do last night? Anybody know how the boys soccer team? We'll have to get a score. Some of you know that out in land. I was up at Halldale. I was supposed to do the Oak Hill Halldale game, and I got up there and they weren't able to play it. And I came back home and the lights are on here, so I knew they were doing something here. 3rd down, 10 to go for the Tigers. Nagy gets it off. Left side. There's running room. But it closes down. Lenwood Grover snuck in from the backside, made the tackle. Sets up a 4th down. So Warriors 2-2, they'll be worth points. This was a good point game for both these teams. Whoever won's going to get some points out of this, and Tigers are on their way to a victory here, leading 21-0. They've pretty much dominated the game, pitching a shutout. Nagy may be in a throwing situation here. He is. He does. Had his man, and somebody jumped, so to bring it back. Wait, something, you get a new quarterback in, Jim, you get different rhythm, you get different cadence, you get, other things going on here, and
yeah, you condition those linemen to a certain cadence, and throwing it off with a new quarterback in there sometimes is just enough.
Did we mention that Levitt was leading Lawrence? Did we mention that one? Okay.
Yeah, 40-18, I think.
Saw that Levitt Oxford Hills game last week. Oh my gosh, what a game that was!
Yeah.
Again, I got to go on the on with the Mannix boys on the Big Jab a week or so ago, and I talked about what Mike Hathaway and his team is doing this year, taking on the Giants, and I commend them so much for it. Okay, 4th down, hurry.
Ooh.
They'll throw it early, and they might get a catch. But I think even if the catch is made, it's going to be a touch shot. But Nagy did a good job of delivering the catch. And
Holden came in unblocked and put a good hit on Nagy there. So he's lucky to get that off.
Yeah, Tigers got to figure that out. People are going to go to school on that, come in the backside. They're not sure how their blocking scheme would work. Of course, we always had the backside guard check onside, then come backside for that defensive end. If he was coming, he had a good angle on him. He'd just screen him off a little bit.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure how the Tigers' pass protection scheme is. I'll check with Coach Averill and see what they're doing. There may be just more men rushing than they have receiving. So if they do complete that pass, that's why there's lots of room out there.
Yeah.
Toss near side. Tigers swarm, trying to get to the backside, and Tigers will break that. Nowhere to go for Seth Bowden. The onside got shut off. The backside got run down. Tigers did a good job discipline-wise of staying in there, running lanes. Jimmy not over-penetrating there.
Yeah. Back to the pass protection, Coach, you had mentioned it earlier, too, that, it was a 5-man front. And like you said, they don't see a lot of 5-man front, so that extra guy might be the one giving them trouble.
Well, usually you run a hot receiver at him, let him come, and then you know, dump the ball right in that area. And I'm sure Tigers got that. That'll help slow him down. 2nd down, 10 to go, 9:09 moving clock. Dingwell on the coverage out here, the near side. Back to pass, Washburn throws, got a nice completion and tackled right off, short of the stakes. I believe that's the first completion of the night.
I think so.
was Ahern on the coverage and tackle. Well, Tigers have been facing teams that have been winging it out on them, and tonight it was a different opponent. I think it took them a little time to get up to speed on what Nokomis was doing. I mean, sure, the coaches prepped them on it. They talked about what they were going to do and how it was going to be, but, you know, until you get in that game and you start getting, you know, say, oh, I see what they're doing here. I guess Coach was right. We better get north and south here. Spin, nice run, going to move the chains, and Seth Bowden wouldn't go down on that one. He's run hard tonight. Lots of times there hasn't been any hole there, but he's banged up in there regularly all night. 8:08.
Well,
Rob Munson, Jimmy Palmer, Andy Munson.
The best drive Nokomis had was that first drive, and Tigers really haven't given up too much yardage after that.
Exactly, yeah. And that looked like it could have gone down the first drive of the game for a touchdown. Tigers were in the bend, don't break. But since then, they have really stood up well here to this north-south run game. We'll have the Capsa Pizza play of the game, as well as the Northeast Nutrition and Energy play of the game. And we got a flag down. We got to get those awards out to the kids. I know I say that every night, every Friday night. This September for Munson Media has been the busiest month in the history of Munson Media. Since the end of August, we have done I think it's what did I say, Andy? 42 games or something like that. We've done at UMA, Central Maine, Halldale, and here. It's been incredibly busy, oftentimes multiple games. That's what happened tonight. Chris Wheeler, his regular job, takes him off to shoot fireworks on the weekend. And usually we use Nate, and Nate's over at Central Maine. He's producing over there, so it leaves me doing two things, and neither one well. That was a broken play. It turned into something pretty decent there by Washburn.
I think he did a full 360 there. He turned around, and nobody was there.
So if anybody's out there listening that would like to become a producer with Munson Media and learn how to use Wirecast and all that, we can certainly use you. First and 10. Tigers in their four-man front, which is what they've been playing tonight. Guard trap up inside. You know, Tigers sometimes against the spread team, so they'll play that 3.
Yeah, almost like a 3-5.
3-5.
Yeah.
And against the run teams this year, they've been playing the 4, so they're solid against run, and they can take those outside backers, Chadwick and Kristen, I think, and move them up as needed on the edges there to give them a little more support. And I don't think they were set for a second.
No.
Yeah. They were not. You know, you've got to come up to the line of scrimmage and be set for 1 second. If you're not, you'll draw that illegal procedure penalty.
Well, I noticed this drive. Nokomis is coming out of the huddle quickly and getting up to the line of scrimmage quickly and trying to pick up the tempo a little bit.
Well, they trailed 21-0. They'd like to get a score and then see if they could make it interesting. I want to thank my nephew Kevin Brown for coming up in the booth, be a little spotter for us. My brother Gary drove up with Kevin from Massachusetts to see their nephew Patrick coach on the sidelines for the Tigers. Left side. Good tough run by Bowden, gets swarmed down after about 6 yards on the carry. Beautiful full moon tonight. Just above us, this is the harvest moon, James. Shine on, harvest moon.
Not sure it was a good harvest this year with all the rain. I know my garden wasn't like it usually is.
Well, Andy and I were talking, our backyard has had more moles than any time in history.
Yeah. No, I just realized Holden was the center too. He's one that played DE.
Yeah, he's done a good job both ways, hasn't he? He's a good, tough kid. 3rd and 4. Nokomis wants to throw. Washburn gets some good time here. Now he's flushed. Now he's coming near side. And he's going to be wrestled down, and a flag comes in.
Good chase by Duty.
Yeah, Duty chased him down, and the flag came in.
I think we got a block in the back on Chadwick here.
Yeah, Chadwick's going to come off. You don't want him banged up. Joe Hanley will go in the game number 6 for the Gardiner Tigers. Chadwick comes off.
Holding.
So that'll come back. They get him for a hold, did they?
Yeah.
So that'll be a spot foul. So you would have had a 4th and 4, or repeat 3rd down and make it 3rd and really long, and they've lost some field position on this. So I think it's a pretty good idea for the Tigers to take that penalty.
You know who the Tigers have next week, Coach?
Yes, they go down to play at Chevrolet next week.
Oh, okay, yeah.
On a Saturday. We're not able to do that game, no coverage. One Chevrolet doesn't have any type of facility for that. And if you're going down there, you got to bring your own chairs. Voting out the left side, going to be right to the line of scrimmage. Yeah, so next week, bring your lawn chairs down there, and you'll set up in the hill. Beautiful setting in Back Bay.
Yeah. Very
nice. But there's no press box, no power. And we're not available next Saturday anyway, as both our colleges are playing soccer next Saturday. So we'll be at Central Maine Community College for soccer and up at UMA for soccer. So we weren't able to do that game anyway. It's really been pretty good so far. What are we into the week, 5 now?
Yeah.
6. Week 6, and we've been able to do all the games. Here comes the punt. Tigers were coming on the rush, but couldn't get to it. Good punt. Hits down, going to roll dead, down about the 7. But we'll be here for the Skowhegan home game 2 weeks from tonight.
Okay.
And then the Coney game on the 20th. We will be going up to Coney to do that. Coach T.J. Maines, the new athletic director up there, called me and said, hey, Coach, we'd like you to come back up. Now, you know all that stuff that went on with Coney and all their rules and regulations. And, I told Coach, I said, I'm happy to come up and do it, but, I'm going to do it like I do it for every other school in the state of Maine. We'll just come up and do the game. He said, that's fine. So I think we're doing a don't ask, don't tell philosophy or something. Tigers, 1st and 10. They're going to run strong, run right side. Nagy trying to find a spot. He does. Gets outside for about 8 yards. Oh, I'm sorry, that was not. That was Evan Whelan, they say, on the carry.
Is he at quarterback now?
Well, I don't know. I mean, it was a direct snap to the quarterback, right?
Yeah.
Maybe Andy can give me a zoom in on that, and I can see who the quarterback is.
Yeah, it looks like he's quarterbacking now.
So Whelan's at quarterback. Got a bunch near side. They're going to run the toss here. And can they get the corner? And they can't do it as snuffing that out. He's seen it a few times. Running to the outside, making the play was Noah Holden.
He's been busy tonight, that's for sure.
So it looks like we'll have, playoff action as we hit October. The soccer teams will be in action. We'll have a boys soccer game. I think we got their senior game coming up. So we'll have that as well as a playoff action. Once we get towards the playoff action in October, towards the end of October, our schedule at the colleges loosens up. So we're going to pick up boys soccer, who's having a terrific season. We're going to do some of their games. They could make a deep playoff run. They've really got a great program going under Coach Nick Wallace. Tigers want to take it right side. Williams got it. Wrestled down as Tigers are looking to just run some clock here, Jim.
Yeah, I saw Coach Averill working with Whalen, telling them to look for the pump from the official to wind it down as far as they could.
Yeah, and that's why one of the things you like to get the young kids into these game actions where they have to actually make these types of decisions and manage clock. And Tigers are going to punt it on 4th and 6. Haven't punted much tonight. Maybe their second punt of the night, I think. And I think Nagy's going back to punt. Number 8 for the Tigers. And if I'm Coach Patrick Munzing, I'm pretty happy about this. You know, to practice a live punt almost out of your end zone, Jimmy. You know, take the game situations when you can get them.
Yeah, we used to, call for a tight punt in those situations and cut the splits down a little bit. And good situation to work on.
Yeah, we always, Jimmy, you and I and Brownie and got it from Coach Wolfgram. Keep your kick game pretty simple. Although Brownie was a master of fakes.
Coming up with something.
Oh my, he was awesome with that. But as far as your kick game, keep it simple so you don't mess it up.
Yeah.
Nothing is more destructive in a football game than mismanaged kick game.
Yeah.
You get a block punt. It's one of the most catastrophic plays in football. So, we always kept it simple.
Yeah, it changes the momentum of the game, and you sometimes let a team back in by not executing that.
So Tigers on 4th and 6 with a stop clock at 38 seconds will punt. Nagy wants to get into it. He's going to directional punt it. Does a good job with that. Not a deep punt. Be downed. Nokomis will get one final shot to see if they can break the shutout.
Pretty good execution by the Tigers tonight. I think the only no turnovers, I don't believe, and the only blemish I really remember is the snap when they had to put a center in for Deering.
Right. I mean, that was the only foul up they had.
And I don't believe any turnovers from Nokomis either.
It's been a clean game. So Nokomis stop clock here.
They're going to take a knee.
And Nokomis will take a knee, and that will do it for the game. So the Tigers will be victorious here tonight. And they will get some worthy Crabtree points out of this victory here tonight against the Nokomis team that will go to 2-2 on the season, 2-3 on the season. Tigers, one of the surprises in Class B North, they will move to 4-1. Congratulations to the Gardiner Tigers. Congratulations to Dan Burgess. We'll be working on that video. We'll get that up for you sometime this weekend. I've got games tomorrow and games Sunday to do, so give me a little time on that. So why don't we take a quick break? Jimmy and I put our heads together. We'll get executive producer for tonight's broadcast, Kevin Brown, involved in this, and Andy Munzing will come up with our plays of the game when we come back after this.
Don't feel like cooking dinner? Call Capsa's Pizza in Farmingdale. You can make the whole family happy with our award-winning pizza, sandwiches made on fresh baked bread, delicious nachos, or salads made to order. And don't forget the whoopie pies. We pride ourselves on fast, friendly service and an overall experience that's better than you might expect from a pizza place. So order Capsa's tonight. Pick it up, have it delivered, or enjoy our dining room. Give us a call at 582-0522 or enjoy the convenience of online ordering at capsaspizza.com.
If you want to boost your energy, metabolism, and nutrition, try one of Northeast Nutrition's 85 energizing teas. Fruity, made with natural aloe, stevia, and herbal and green teas. Or have a low-carb 200 to 300 calorie shake for breakfast or lunch. Choose from over 50 flavors like Fluffernutter or Pumpkin Turtle Cheesecake. Northeast Nutrition also has customized protein iced coffees, caffeine-free options for the kiddos, and specialty drinks for athletes. Northeast Nutrition, 599 Main Avenue, Farmingdale. Follow on Facebook at Northeast Nutrition and Energy.
Don't feel like cooking dinner? Call Capsa's Pizza in Farmingdale. You can make the whole family happy with our award-winning pizza, sandwiches made on fresh baked bread, delicious nachos, or salads made to order. And don't forget the whoopie pies. We pride ourselves on fast, friendly service and an overall experience that's better than you might expect from a pizza place. So order Capsa's tonight. Pick it up, have it delivered, or enjoy our dining room. Give us a call at 582-0522 or enjoy the convenience of online ordering at capsaspizza.com.
Rob Monsing, Jimmy Palmer back here. In the post game, you see the huddle of jubilant Tigers. Be another donut day on next Tuesday, Jimmy. They'll have donuts again.
Yeah, glad they're still doing that.
Second shutout of the season. They shut out Falmouth earlier in the season, and Nokomis here tonight. So we're at the stage of the season. We went back and forth on this a few times, and what we try to do is spread these awards out for the kids. And, you know, this is about the time of the season that you start taking a look at things. And you've got kids that have been coming to practice every single day, working hard on the scout team, and really giving it their all in JV ball and things of that sort. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn it over to the coaches here for this week's awards here, and we'll give the Caps of Pizza a Coaches Award. We'll give it to Coach Munzing, and the staff can talk and discuss it and decide somebody unsung who deserves recognition here tonight, because the guys that we, stood out, Kyle Duty and Chadwick and Chase Burgess, a lot of these guys have already got the awards given to them before Dingwell, and great players and all that. So we will go that way this year, this game here on our awards tonight. So the Coaches Awards for the Northeast Nutrition and Energy Player of the Game and the Caps of Pizza Award. Well, that's going to wrap it up here on Youth Football Night. Congratulations to the Gardiner Tigers. A shutout victory here tonight. Congratulations to Dan Burgess, the winner of this year's Burgess Award. So nice to see Coach out on his field before his fans here tonight. So I want to thank Andy Munzing for his camera work, Jimmy Palmer for his analysis here. Nice job with the interview, and we're going to put closed captioning in there so that when we put those up there with no sound, you can read the closed captions there next time. And I'm glad we caught that, so we got Kyle to come back on in. He's got a cute little daughter there that he had. So we're getting set to go here, and we'll take it out, and so long, everybody.